Good morning. It's Groundhog's Day in California, meaning Governor Newsom saw his shadow, and now we have 6 more weeks of quarantine. But first, coffee. Welcome to our very first episode of But First Coffee. I am your host. I'm Ramon Merchant. I am president and director of Heritage Park Productions. And we are doing our first ever weekly morning show called But First Coffee, where I'll bring some of my friends on and we just talk and have conversations about daily life, what's going on in our lives, and hopefully find some encouragement for you. You cannot have this show without a cup of coffee. And for me, my cup today is this wonderful mug called, and on it says, today's goal, keep the tiny humans alive. I know we all have daily goals, but this is my goal today, to keep the tiny humans alive. But I want to thank you for joining us. If this is your first time here, welcome, because guess what? It's my first time here too. This is the first show ever. And I thought to myself, what other guests can we have the first time round than somebody who joined our team probably like in the last year, and she's really killing it right now. And I just want to I woke her up early this morning, and let me tell you, this person is she's young, so she doesn't like the early mornings. You know how some people don't like early mornings. She is not an early morning person, and she is a late person. She goes to bed at like 2-3 o'clock in the morning because she texts me at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I don't see it until I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. But anyways, without further ado, she's also the co-producer of Superficially Deep, and she plays Janice Nelson also on the show. Please welcome my good friend, Delora Hernandez. Thank you for coming on.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
It's so bright over there. It's only 7 a.m., right?
It is, but the sun is coming up right outside my kitchen window here. And I can't tell you that I have seen the sunset in I don't know how long. Or the sunrise, actually, I should say. The sunrise.
You see the sunset every day.
The sunset all the time. Right.
Yeah.
But the sunrise, it's been a good while. And first of all, it has nothing to do with my age. I've never been a morning person. Never.
When you get older, you'll become a morning person. Trust me.
I don't know.
I'm telling you, it happens when kids get into play and life, you become a morning person.
You have to.
You know you're a morning person when you wake up at 6:30 on Saturday.
That's terrible. I can't even fathom that right now.
Delora is hating me right now so much, ladies and gentlemen, because not only are we here on this beautiful Tuesday morning, but Tuesday is our Heritage Park work day, and that normally goes till about midnight. So
it's going to be a long day.
Yes, we have 18-hour days, and she's got her coffee mug.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. It is from Switzerland.
Oh.
Right there. I am a big traveler. I like to travel, but when I travel, I like to get souvenirs, and I couldn't think of anything that I could bring back safely enough and everything, so I started collecting coffee mugs. So everywhere that I go, I bring back the coffee mug.
Favorite trip you've ever been on? What's your favorite trip?
Well, that's why I picked Switzerland, believe it or not. It was my favorite trip. My junior year of college, I did a study abroad semester, and we traveled around. This school knew that mostly we were Americans on, study abroad, so they gave us Fridays off so we could travel for the weekend. Listen up, America. So they gave us Fridays off, and we had 3-day weekends to go travel. And one of the places we went was my very last trip outside of Italy. And it was to Switzerland, and we went, it was December, so it was snowing, and it was beautiful, and they were having some kind of cheese festival at the time, like melted cheese fondue, and it was to die for. I went skydiving over the Swiss Alps, and then we climbed the Swiss Alps, which was not my idea, but it was fun.
How far did you get on the Swiss Alps?
So the trail that we took was a 6-hour trail straight up.
Woo!
And I made it 5 hours. 5 hours. Yeah, and then I was like, nope, I'm good here. This is high enough. You
How
go
many
on
feet?
without me.
Did you have any pictures? How many feet was that?
I don't know. I took pictures, but like I said, I was too dying to like really pay attention to the guide or what he was saying or anything. I just knew I was on a mountain and it was steep. It was steep. So yeah. But I made it. I made it almost the whole way. And I could have made it the last hour, but I was like, honestly, it's not worth it.
Not worth it.
It's the same view. You could see it. It's fine.
So Delora clearly is not a morning person or a hiker.
Nope.
So what kind of person are you then?
So definitely don't ask me to go hiking in the morning because you will be disappointed.
I always got friends to do that to me too. I got friends that were like, you want to hike this mountain early in the morning? Like, bro, no. I wake up early, but when you get to a certain age, there's certain things you just don't do, and hiking is just not something that appeals to me.
Yeah, I don't think it's very fun.
What cup of coffee are you drinking with me this morning?
I am drinking the Dunkin' Donuts. Is it Dunkin' Donuts? Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts. And I've got peppermint mocha in the
Nice
creamer. That's my holiday creamer.
All right. My cup for the day is just a cup of Optavia vanilla shake.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Not coffee, but cool.
Not coffee, but it's good. All right. So Delora Hernandez, if you guys don't know, like I said before on our show, she is a world-renowned co-producer. She is also an actress on Superficially Deep, which airs on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. here on HBTV. And thank you, Delora, for that. However, Delora, talk to me a little bit about your experiences working on the show.
Oh, gosh. Well, I started as an actress. I was just hired to play Janice, and I loved it. I was super excited. I had been acting I had been acting my whole life, but I had decided to restart my acting game a little bit more seriously than I had taken it after college. So after my undergrad, I took a year off and I just started auditioning. I was doing at least 10 auditions a week and just, going for it. And a couple months in is when I got booked for Superficially Deep. And I was really excited. And it was, going to be such a fun opportunity. And it has been. It's been such an amazing opportunity, more so than I thought when I started, because I was able to not just stay an actress on the show, but also mold my position into something bigger, something like that gets added to every single day, pretty much. I have made so many great relationships. People I talk to almost daily, Snapchat all the time, great friends. I have also, so as Ramon mentioned, I have also become the co-producer on the show. I'm also a casting director. I'm also the lighting manager. I'm also wardrobe. I'm also schedules. I'm everything. A PA.
Lighting manager. Okay.
Lighting manager. Okay, listen. I hold those lights and I hold them good. I mean, not anymore because now we have like equipment. But when it first started, I was holding lights. I was holding the boom, which is the sound mic. I was holding everything. I put in my dues.
Okay.
But so it's just been so much fun. It's been so cool to wear a bunch of different hats. Like I said, I love acting. It is definitely one of my passions and has been since I was little. But I have a newfound love for all of the behind the scenes kind of stuff, which if anybody knows me, knows that I've never been a behind the scenes type of person. I'm always wanting to be center of attention, showing my acting skills. So it's been interesting to see me grow into the production part of it and just to see how much that I love it. And I really do love it. So working on the show has been amazing.
So what was one of the reasons why you decided to get to that position? Because it wasn't like, what was it that made you go, I want to be more involved with this project than just being an actress?
I saw the dedication. It was years in the making. This show has been years in the making, far beyond even me. I started with it in 2017. At the beginning of 2017, and by 2000, in the middle of 2018, I realized the dedication and the hard work that you, Ramon, were putting into it and doing it by yourself. And that blew my mind. That blew my mind that there's this idea of a show, that there's been casting, that there's been all these things, and you had relatively no team. And I was like, I can do that. I can do that. I can not take over, but I can aid this process. I am good. I was noticing as you and I were getting closer in our friendship and our relationship that I had different strengths than you. And I knew right off the bat, especially from my training in college and whatnot, I knew that that is what makes a great team. You surround yourself with people who have different strengths than you and have different weaknesses from you, so that you can grow together and build something great. And so I just saw that there was certain weaknesses that I had that I knew I needed to grow on, and I could learn from you. And I saw that I could be that filler of those strengths that you were missing. And I jumped in. Whether you wanted me or not, I jumped in.
And look, not only whether I wanted her or not, she's in now. And now I think she kind of second guesses that decision at times.
I try not to, but it does get difficult. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm sure on the same plane, it gets difficult working with me too, because I'm not a rollover type of person. I'm very pushy.
Yeah, we've had some really bumping head moments though. How long have we been together now doing this?
3 years. About 3 years. I know. A little, almost a little more, because now it's almost 2021.
Man, it's almost 2021. We are, ladies and gentlemen, we are 3 weeks away from 2021. And wow, 2020, of course, if you don't know, it's been a crazy year in itself. Okay, It's been nuts. Especially going into our current affairs for the day. California, Delora is back on quarantine.
Sure is.
Back in it, man. I don't know how well people are going to effectively quarantine themselves, because look, I said earlier, me and you, we're working all day today.
Right.
So we're going to be out of the house. I know that the shutdown includes bars, nail salons, barbershops, social places of gathering. Listen, Disneyland has not opened. For those of you guys who are living outside of California, imagine, well, you probably don't imagine that. We imagine a world. We don't imagine a world, but now we're experiencing a world where there's no Disneyland. There's no Disneyland. Like, I know people outside of California, Delora, think Disneyland is like a vacation spot. It's
like a daily medicine. Yeah.
This is our weekly go-to. Like, what are you doing Saturday after? Like, it's almost a given. What are you doing Saturday after you get back from Disneyland? Oh, I'm going to do it. Or before you go to Disneyland, because you're either going to see the fireworks,
right?
Or like for me, I remember one time I ran into you in a live at Disneyland, and I was just there to ride one ride and leave.
Which is so crazy. That's so crazy. I've never done quite that, but I would just go just for dinner.
Yeah.
I'd go just for dinner and to walk around. Like, it's not worth it at that time of night to go on the rides because the lines are crazy. Everybody's there. But I just went for dinner to walk around, maybe do a little shopping, just hang out, get the experience.
I don't know how many times I went there to either do Soaring Over California just one time and walk out. There was a show. I can't remember what the show was. It used to inspire me. So I would go to the show, watch the show, and then walk out.
I loved like an actual show on the stage.
No, I think it was a film. I can't remember what it was.
In the animation place?
It was something so inspiring. I know my friend was there. She would tell me. Oh, one of the things that was there, it's not there no more, but is where Little Mermaid was. They had the California, Whoopi Goldberg was narrating how California was created. And the end of the song, stand by side. I don't remember the words. But I remember a couple times going in just to watch that. Star Tours, of course, I would go ride Star Tours twice in the middle of the day and then leave. So, like, Californians, man, I feel for us. California is basically turning into a toilet, and I don't know if it's turning into a toilet as much as it's already been a toilet.
And we're
We just
realizing
didn't
it.
know because we had the beach, the movies, and Disneyland.
Yeah, we're definitely an entertainment state.
Yeah.
And when you take away all that, that's
We get
basically
to see life as it really, really is.
right. We're
And
home.
yeah.
We're home. Now we have to face ourselves.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So I know people are watching. They're like, "What the hell are you guys doing 7:30 in the morning on a live?" It's our new show, But First Coffee. And you know why I wanted to do this show? First of all, I wanted to do. We need more content for our television station, which we'll talk about in a second, HBTV. But also, you know, there's a lot of people who are up early in the morning and they're drinking their coffee and they got their phone scrolling and they're looking for something to entertain them. Why not us?
Here we are.
Why not? Why not? And so I feel like the entrepreneur side of me who wakes up early would like to connect with the people who wake up early. And since we have the Today Show and all these other Good Morning LA, Good Morning IE, but first coffee. So I feel like I should tell them what the temperature is going to be today. California's
What's the weather, Roman?
Go over to Roman what's the weather going to be like? I'll tell you what the weather's going to be like today in California.
Nice and
It's sunny. And that's the one thing we can say. We may be quarantined. We may not be able to go outside, but we can look out and see a nice day. I think there's snow in Baltimore. I think there's snow in
Colorado, everywhere.
Colorado. You know,
there's snow in Big Bear. We got.
Oh yeah, we have snow in Big Bear. That's one of the wonderful things about California is like we can go find whatever everybody else has. So people are like, well, we got snow. Well, we got snow too. It's just 45 minutes away.
But then 45 minutes the other way, we got the beach, so they can't say that.
And then 45 minutes the other way, we have Disneyland, but we can't get into it because
yeah.
And then 45 minutes east, there's Indian casinos. So we have Vegas.
We do.
Where's the best place to live? I'm just saying. So I'm here with Delora Hernandez. She's the co-producer of Superficially Deep. What has been your highlight on the show? Working on the show. What's one of your highlights?
One of the highlights. Oh gosh, there's so many. I just love all the different types of people we get to meet. Not even just who we hire, but meeting people to potentially hire. I love it. I love meeting people. I've always loved people. And just getting to know like our core and getting to know the people that like love to be there and love to be on set and love their craft and love their work and just all the different backgrounds. You know, we've got, you know, some pastors' kids, some kids who grew up non-religious. You know, we have like a whole scope of people, and to just see like how well we get along and how well we just fold into our counterparts on our show so easily. It's just really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a lot of hard work. I'm telling you. For those of you, like, you see a lot of people on Instagram and stuff talk about live your dreams and all this other stuff and be passionate about what you do. I'm gonna let you know, man. It's a lot of hard work. I think I underestimated the work coming into this project. I completely underestimated it. And hindsight being what it is, it's exhausting work. Of course, it's worth it because it's something that you're passionate about.
Right.
But talk to me a little bit about, is it exhausting for you? Was it hard work? Was it easy? What was it? Or it's continual. So what is it to you?
It is definitely a lot of work. It is a lot more work than I think I knew when I first jumped in. I was like, oh, I can help. And now it's like, okay, sure, add another thing onto the plate. That's fine. I'll take care of it. It is exhilarating though. For me, I thrive in not conflict, but I thrive in like the fast-paced, nobody else can get this done. I don't know what else to do. Can you figure this out kind of work? And I'm like, yes, I can do it. Like, let me figure it out. You know, I jump all in. And there's a lot of moments like that I find, which I didn't think, you know, because when you plan something, it's like, okay, it's easy to plan, blah, blah, blah. You know, be here at this time, do this, do that. But then when you really get into the thick of it, it's like people got different schedules, you know, people have different things going on in their own lives, and you have to adjust according to what they have and what, you know, you can realistically expect from somebody. And it does have a lot of moments where I'm just like, okay, I got to get into that mode of I'm going to figure this out, and this, is going to take a lot of work. And there's some late nights, like you said, we have, up till midnight nights, and those are not rare. It's rare when we get out of there before 9. And so it is, a lot of work. And then there's nights where I do finish at midnight and I drive an hour and a half home, and then I sit on the computer for another hour or two to get done what I need to get done, to make sure things are up, or cast lists are going, or emails are being sent out. People have their schedules, people have their scripts, things like that. So it is definitely a lot more work, and it takes a lot more time than I thought, but it's been so worth it. That it's what's that saying? If you love what you do, if you love your work, it's not work.
Yeah,
And
if you love what you do, it's not work.
Yeah. So sometimes it definitely does feel like work. I'm like, oh, I have to do that. But at the same time, it's like, I wouldn't want it any other way.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Delora is more than just a superficially deep producer. Like, she's the person she's one of the 3 people I call and be like, yo, I got an idea, let's run with it. And she's like, oh okay. And she's the kind of person that figures it out after the fact. Like, and that's awesome, because that's the kind of person I am. I'm gonna put it out there and then I'll figure it out. Like, we're working on another project at the same time as Superficially Deep. Yeah. And I'm sitting here thinking, so how are we supposed to do 2 projects at the same time? And like around springtime, we'll have a 3rd and 4th project at the same time with the current congruent 2 projects that we're working on now. So that's why today is such a long day, because we're meeting people for Superficially Deep, and then we're talking over at the other project that we're not going to say what it is yet. Right. And then tonight she's going to be there when I do Epic Thoughts, because she does work while we're doing Epic Thoughts. So don't forget to tune in Epic Thoughts tonight at 6 o'clock or something like that.
6:30. Yeah.
Yeah, 6:30. Jeez, I not know. Sometime today we got Epic Thoughts. And so she just holds a lot of hats, man. She holds a lot of hats when it comes to Heritage Park as a business. And it's really a breath of fresh air to have Delora around. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna have some fun. Okay, she has no idea we're gonna play this game, but we're gonna play this game. It's not even a game. It's just a fun little for the next couple minutes here. It's called Overrated, Underrated.
Okay.
I'm going to name something, and you're going to tell me if it's overrated, underrated, or accurately rated.
Okay.
Okay. So it's just your opinion. You'll probably get some pushback online, and I'll make sure that you get to see it, because I love to see you get pushback. But overrated, underrated, or accurately rated. You ready?
Accurate. Okay. I'm ready.
First thing, pizza.
I have been on a pizza kick, so I think it's underrated. I think it's underrated. I do. Whoa. I think that people love it, but I also think that like a good piece of pizza is really underrated. So like for me, like Domino's is fine, like Pizza Hut's fine, but like when you get to so I just recently found, I live in Glendale, so I just recently found the Glen Oaks Deli, and they have like thin sliced, crispy, like the sauce is good, and I just get the regular cheese. And if you know me, I don't really like just plain cheese. I usually like pepperoni or something on it. Really Hawaiian, and I'm gonna get a lot of pushback on that, but I love Hawaiian pizza. Hawaiian, pineapples all the way. Mm-hmm. But their plain cheese is so good, but it's like crispy and just like not greasy, and it like is the best heated up. So I think that like the deli pizzas or like the mom and pop shop pizzas are severely underrated, and I think that Domino's and Pizza Hut are overrated.
Okay, so corporate pizza is overrated.
Yes.
Right.
Except for Sam's Club. Sam's Club's good.
Oh God, overrated. Oh, I hate Sam's Club pizza. I hate it with a passion. That in Costco. I don't understand why.
I don't like Costco.
Oh God.
Yeah.
You want to get rid of me as a friend? Just bring me that pizza.
Oh my God.
All right. How about love? Love, is it overrated, underrated, or actually rated?
I think. Oh gosh. Of course, I'm like, ugh, it's overrated. But also, I think it's pretty accurately rated. I think that once you find that person that you're supposed to be with, or you find that love that you're searching for, even if it's from a mother or a brother or, whatever, I think that it comes accurately rated. It might seem overrated when you don't have it, but then once you're in that moment, you're like, oh, this is what everyone's talking about. And you feel good.
I'm assuming this is Kevin Davis talking to us on Facebook. He's saying it's underrated.
Underrated.
Oh, that means he loves it. I like that. Accurately rated. I think I can rock with you on that one.
Yeah.
Avocados.
Avocados. See, okay, I'm Mexican, so avocados are severely underrated. A good
severely
avocado.
Underrated?
Severely underrated. Like a good avocado with some salt and pepper, just like that. That's it. That's all you need. And then also like guacamole. Like you can't go wrong with chips and guac. That's why they charge the big bucks at Chipotle for it.
Avocado for me, Kevin says, is underrated. I think avocados is completely overrated.
Oh my god!
I can't understand the fascination people have with it. I've tried it. I've eaten it, of course, but you can't be in California and not have avocado. They put it in Taco Bell burritos, so it's like so overrated to me.
I have to bring you a good avocado. Maybe you just haven't had a good one.
Yeah. Titanic starring Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, accurately rated. Accurately rated.
Accurately rated?
Accurately rated. That is my all-time favorite movie, and I cannot even imagine. Like, it has everything for girls and guys. Like, it has all the romance, all the love, all the, oh, Jack, I'm flying, and all the beautiful deliciousness. And then it has all the action. Like, the boat freaking hits an iceberg and sinks, and, like, people are screaming and dying, and, like, there's emotional moments, but, like, as a guy, even like guys love it. Oh, it's severely accurate.
Titanic. You're saying accurately rated?
Accurately rated. Mm-hmm.
I think I'm meant to agree with you. I think Titanic's accurately rated.
I love so
Kevin, it's got death and boobs.
Exactly. There you go.
It does have death and boobs.
There's the guy's version right there.
That's pretty legit. I'm not into Sabi love stories. And I remember when I went to see it, I saw a bunch of people and everyone was crying at the end when Celine Dion's song started. And everybody's like, every night in my dreams, I see. And I'm walking like out the theater. And I'm like, I turn around and nobody's walking with me. I'm like, are y'all coming? Are we leaving? Like, that is why I know.
But did you go see it with a bunch of girls?
No. These guys. I don't know. A couple of girls. I will say, I think the story would make more sense if Jack was black.
Why? Okay, interesting. Why?
Because they treated Jack like he was black just because he was poor. No, make him black, and then it's believable.
But they treated all the poor people like that.
I know, but I think it would have been funner if you made Jack black, because then Jack would have survived.
Yes,
he would have gotten that door. He would get on that door and be like, girl, get me on this door.
Exactly. See, that can't happen. There goes the love story. There goes the love part of it. And that's nobody could side with Jack if she kicked her off the door and was like,
I'm not kicking her off the door, but they both could clearly be on that door. They both could clearly be.
Okay, listen, this is a long debate, but have you ever laid on even like a pool floaty? Like those flat like mats that you lay on as a person, like, and then another person tries to jump onto it and you sink. Like that's exactly what would have happened. So
me and Rose would make it work. We'd make it work.
See, for me, I'm like, you could totally take turns, like an hour on, an hour off. Like I feel like that would have been more, but no, there's no way both of them do that. What?
I'm too selfish to do that.
Which is why Jack's not black.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Kevin thinks I believe that way because I think love is overrated. Possibly.
Okay, that could be it. Could be it.
So we're gonna stay on the kick of love and go The Bachelor. The Bachelor, overrated, underrated, or accurately rated?
Overrated.
Overrated?
Overrated. There's nothing else I could say to that. Like, that's it. It's overrated. I don't understand the point. Yeah.
I just don't understand how we can go from on The Bachelor, how this is okay and is acceptable in culture, but not in life.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if a dude's dating 25 women, they're all vying for his heart, it's romantic. But if I do it, I got problems.
Right. But it's the same way even with the girls. Like, The Bachelorette doesn't make any sense either, because if a girl ran around, I mean, if a girl goes on 2 dates, then she's like, oh, you're loose. And you're like,
she goes on 25. She's talking to 25 guys at the same time.
And the thing is, like, it's such a double standard too, because, or not even a double standard, but it's so hypocritical, because if you knew that a girl you were seeing was dating 25 guys and you were like knew all of them, you would not be okay.
And that's the other thing.
You would not be okay.
And look, I ain't gonna lie, I've been watching this season because this season's so dramatic. So I have been watching the season of The Bachelorette because it was dramatic. And I was hooked on the drama. And at one point I thought to myself, they brought in the new girl. This season has 2 different girls.
Right. Okay. You were telling me that, yeah.
Yeah. So now the new girl's there who is drop dead. I don't know her name, but she's drop dead. Mm-hmm. She's got it going on. And I can't comprehend in my head having lunch, spending all these time with the other guys that she date and hear them say, I can't wait to get a second date with her. And then knowing that she's kissing other guys, like, I'd get kicked off the show so quick because we're fighting.
Yeah.
We're fighting.
Yeah. How are they just like, yeah, it's cool. Like,
it's cool. We're all vibing for the same person.
Right. It literally doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So, like, guys get weird when you're like, oh, yeah, like, I went on a date with another guy. And they're like, wait a minute. Like, you're seeing other people? And it's like, well, first of all, you did not ask to be exclusive. And second of all, yeah. Like,
I get weird when all the females that work with me at Heritage Park start dating.
It's true. It's true.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
I get weird and I get all fatherly and manly, like, no!
Mm-hmm. Like Big Brother over here. And he's like, hold on, who you with?
Who you with?
Okay. All right, listen.
We'll discuss that later. All right, I already know your answer to this one, but I already know your answer, and I know Kevin's watching, so I already know his answer. But Taco Bell.
Oh, severely overrated.
Severely
overrated. It's okay. First of all, it's not Mexican food. Okay, so let's just.
We have this argument all the time. It's tacos and burritos. It's Mexican food.
No, it's not. It's not Mexican food. First of all, burritos are not Mexican. That's an American construct. Okay, and also, it has to like be somewhat like. It has to be somewhat like the tortillas are too like hard. Like I get the cheese isn't even real. Like it's cheese. It's like fake cheese. Like the only thing real in that taco is the lettuce.
So I was told this is the first time hearing about burritos, but I was told that a lot of the food on the Taco Bell menu is not Mexican. You won't never find in Mexican culture. I swear that So you're telling me if I go to Mexico right now, I'm not gonna get a burrito?
No, they won't make you a burrito because that's not it. They'll make you they'll make you a variation of a burrito if you so desire, but that's not something that you'll find like on their menu unless they are catering to Americans. So if you go to like Tijuana, where it's like, you know, TJ, where it's like that's the tourism, they have all the Americans coming through and stuff, then yeah, you'll definitely find burritos and nachos, things like that, because that's what caters to the Americans. But if you go deep into Mexico and like order from an authentic restaurant, they'll look at you funny.
Is chimichangas, is that a Mexican thing?
Yes, but not the way that they are at like fast food places.
See, I'm so let down right now.
I'm sorry. You should not be eating it. Talk about. Del Taco is a closer alternative. If you really are looking for Mexican, like I'd say like Del Taco, and then like Chipotle is even closer. But other than that, just get yourself some Mexican friends who will cook for you.
Oh my goodness!
So enchiladas not too long ago.
Kevin expressed exactly what I thought he was going to say. He was going to say underrated because he's a taco fiend.
Mm-hmm.
Eat cheese tortilla, that's Mexican. That's
No, sir.
chimichanga is a fried burrito.
Again, burritos
Again.
not Mexican.
Okay.
Mhm.
Overrated, underrated, accurately rated. Recording concerts with your iPhone camera.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that because you will never go back and watch that. I guarantee
Never.
you. And
Never.
nobody on your Snapchat wants to sit there and watch your entire concert. Like if
Ugh.
they did, they would have bought tickets to go see it live. Like I don't know. It's completely overrated and I don't understand why people do that. Like literally, you'll never go back.
I would never, ever. Oh God. Underrated. Kevin says it's underrated. He's biting us on everything. My pet peeve, man. I tell people around me when they pull out they're with me, not strangers. I'm so strangers. Like, put that phone away. If somebody's working and we're at an event and they pull out their phone, I'm like, no one cares. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares that much. I guarantee you nobody's sitting on Facebook waiting for somebody like, oh, you're at the Taylor Swift concert. Like, I'm waiting for you to post something. Yeah. Like, I don't know.
Nobody
like, be
cares.
in the moment.
That's why I tell them. Be in the moment, man. Be in the moment. It's completely overrated. No one cares. It's so funny. Like, every time I go to Disneyland, even when I go to Disneyland.
Yeah.
And, like, the fireworks.
Yeah.
I have to see all these people hold up their phones and take pictures of the fireworks. Like, put the phone down. Be in the moment, bro.
Yeah.
Be in the moment.
Yeah. And
this costs you a lot of money to be here.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, for me, especially with, like, all the live stuff, like, you literally paid a lot of money to come see this live, and you're still looking at it through your phone. You may as well have stayed home and waited for somebody else to post it.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Kevin says he watches. What you do? Yeah. He's watching
your own stuff, though. Your own stuff.
Yeah. His own show.
That's different.
You watch your own show.
I could watch my own show. I'd be like, hey, record this for me,
on the IG stories. Like, what did somebody say about my show?
Right, exactly. I would watch my own show, but like I won't go back and watch Taylor Swift.
All right, one more. Okay, one more. You ready? Rihanna.
Okay, I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this one. She's overrated.
Oh wow, Rihanna's overrated.
Overrated.
Man.
Yeah.
Why is Rihanna overrated?
I don't think that her music is as good as people make it out to be. I don't know why. I think for me, the not turning point, but like I never really cared for her. But she really got me when she came out with her makeup line for men. And I was like, so it's just makeup that has a guy on the label? Like, why is it specifically for men? Like, it doesn't make any sense. And like, I do commend her for like different things that she does with like all the different shades. And like, it is really hard to find, personalized shades, especially like at the big stores, MAC and all that. Like, it is difficult to find in those brands. So I do commend her for things like that. But I think that her music is overrated. I don't know. I know, fighting words. But I just to throw another name out there, I feel the same way about Beyonce. So
time out.
I think our relationship just ended.
Yeah, you're gonna have to come in a little bit more earlier so we can work this thing out because I wasn't expecting that. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you what though, I can vibe with you on Rihanna because I've never been a fan of. I was a fan of Umbrella Rihanna. Okay?
Yeah. Okay. OG Rihanna.
Yeah. Ponde Replay. I like that. That Ponde Replay. That was cool. Shop and Drive was cool. The thing she did with David. Was it David Guetta?
Guetta.
Yeah. That was dope. And stuff he did with stuff she does. When she does stuff with other people.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
When she does her own stuff, it's weird. Like I said this to Heidi once, and I said, how come when she does her songs with other people, we can understand what she says, but on her own record, we don't know what it is. Like she's got that one song, "You Need Me," and she goes, I never understand what she's saying, and even the echo You don't understand what the echo says. She goes,
No.
and then the echo.
She-
Like,
She
what?
literally says it twice, and still nobody can understand.
Nobody catches it. No one knows what she says.
No.
But then she's clear and so articulate in everybody else's song.
Yeah.
Like what? What you say? But she's detailed. You can understand what she is in everybody else's. But Beyonce, and Kevin is getting with you. He thinks Beyonce's trash. I don't think Beyonce's trash, but she might be a little overrated. I think Beyonce might be a little overrated.
Very overrated.
No, I think that's true.
I think she's got some classy moments, but I don't think she's like this Queen Bey that everybody wants to say that she is. Like, I mean, I love Dreamgirls just as much as anybody, and I think that was like really her startup movie. And she's a pretty decent actress, but it really killed me that The Lion King used her for the acting because she's not like a great voice actor. So it was really,
Are you talking about Nala? Are you talking about Nala? Oh, okay.
Yeah, and The Lion King used her, and I definitely think they should have used her for the music. She did great on her song, like all the music in there. But she wasn't she has no inflection in her voice. Like, she's not a very great actress. She's not an actress. She's a singer. And I do think that she did well in, Dreamgirls, but her character was very stiff, and she is stiff. She's stiff. So, like, for her to play a voice character where you can't get by on your face and, your facial expressions and stuff, it's like, okay, well, you really have to have the talent, and I don't think that she did it justice. But she does have classy moments, like when with that whole Taylor Swift thing, where she brought Taylor Swift back on stage to finish her speech after Kanye West messed it up. So, like, I think she is a classy lady. I just don't think that I think she's overrated.
I think that sold you because you're a huge Taylor Swift fan.
I am. I am, but even if I wasn't, like, it was just a pretty messed up situation, like, for anybody to do to any other artist. But because he specifically called out Beyonce, like, I think that was really classy of her when she did go on stage and she brought Taylor Swift back, because she didn't have to do that. Like, she really didn't. It wasn't her fault, that Kanye went up there and did that. Like, it wasn't anything Beyonce did. But she also had just a very classy reaction to it, where she just gave up her speech time to say, Taylor, come up here and do your thing. So I think that was like a really strong moment for her that I really respect. But other than that,
Kevin said she's still overrated. All right, I said that was the last one, but I got one more, and I'm scared because this may end our friendship.
Uh-oh.
Kardashians.
Okay. Half of them are overrated.
Okay, this still may end our friendship.
Okay.
Which ones?
The ones that are overrated are Kim.
Yeah, we're done. And that's it for But First Coffee. I'm your host, Ramon Merchant. Thanks. Look, I'm gonna get you out the screen.
Terrible.
Thanks for coming on to our show. In the next 3 minutes, I'm just gonna be drinking.
Hey, they can still hear me. They don't need to see me. Overrated.
Kim and who else?
Kim is overrated. Chloe is overrated. And Kendall.
Wow.
I like. Oh no, sorry, not Kendall. Kylie. I like Kendall.
Okay. I was gonna say, what did Kendall do to you?
No. I like Kendall. Kylie's overrated. I like Kendall and I like Courtney.
Yes, Kevin. Kim is underrated. Kim is underrated. Chloe is accurately rated. Courtney is overrated. I think Courtney may be overrated.
No way.
Kendall is underrated.
Kendall is underrated.
Kendall is very underrated. Kylie is Kylie's accurately rated.
Overrated.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Now that doesn't mean I don't like trash TV and I'm not going to go watch it because,
I don't watch it. I just really vibe with them. I really like them. I really like them.
No, they're silly.
Well, we'll still be friends. We'll still be friends, Dolores.
All right. Fine.
Yeah, we'll still be friends. I'm not gonna 2020 you.
So were you? Yeah, you're not gonna cancel me.
No.
So were you like so for it when Kim was like, "I'm gonna be the first lady"?
No.
Okay.
I didn't want Kim as the first lady because I just she already has enough flack as it is, and I didn't want to see her go through like what Ivana went through being the first lady. Like I hate how people kind of treated her. And honestly, this whole thing about her being the first lady is really not her fault. Like her husband was like, I'm gonna run for president. And I can see Ivanka like, no, I don't think I don't do a good Ivanka, but Donald, I don't think we should do it. I just like my life how it is. No, I'm going to do it. I'm going to be the president of the United States. And so
Ivanka's the daughter.
Oh, what's his wife's name? Vanya. Yeah. Melania. Thank you. She had no say in the whole deal. And so she just got thrown in. So I feel bad the flack they gave her because it's not like she would choose this life. This is not what was on her goals list in her life.
And it wasn't even like part of the marriage. Like, hey, I'm going to run for president if you marry me. Like, just so you know.
This was like he just had a cup of coffee. He was probably watching But First Coffee.
Probably. And he was like, I'm going to run for president.
So he goes, you know what, Melania? I think I'm going to run for president. No, you don't know what you're talking about. 3 years later, here she is like, wow. So I don't think
this is how much she was not prepared, but she was just not into it. Was the first couple of years that he was even president, she didn't even live in the White House.
Yeah, I know.
She stayed in her mansion. She was like, my mansion is like half gold. I'm gonna stay over here.
I'm not doing that.
You do that. Like it's a downgrade. Like the White House was a downgrade.
Yeah.
So
poor. And I think she's so happy that she probably gets to get out.
Probably. She's like, we're done.
She's probably already out. She's probably back in the mansion. Like, I'm gonna head back home.
Till he runs again in 4 years.
Oh God. Poor Melania. I'm sorry. First of all, I'm sorry.
But she took it like a champ.
She did. Ladies and gentlemen, don't miss out on tonight. We have an interesting Epic Thoughts coming to you tonight. Carla will be back, and we are going to be talking about, if you have not seen the Ecclesia music video, I cannot think of the name of the music video, but the artist's name is Ecclesia. He's a Christian artist, and his video is kind of going viral. And if you haven't seen it yet, go on YouTube and Ecclesia, Ecclesia, and the song is called what's the name of the song? I just want to make sure if you have a chance, you can go watch it. The song is called Narrow Gate. The song is called Narrow Gate. He's a Christian rapper, but when you look at it, it's a lot of occultic symbols. I watched it. It makes me feel very uncomfortable. So we'll be talking about that on Epic Thoughts tonight at 6 or 6:30, whatever time it starts. And we'll also talk about the COVID vaccine, and we're going to debate on whether it is considered possibly being the mark of the beast. A lot of Christians are thinking that the vaccine may be the mark of the beast. We're going to discuss that, and we're going to do One Guy Go as well tonight on Epic Thoughts, on HBTV, here on Facebook, and on YouTube, wherever you're watching this at. Dolores, it's been a pleasure to have you on the show. We are running out of time. What things going as we're closing our show, But First Coffee, Tuesday mornings. We'll be here every Tuesday morning, 7 a.m. Pacific time. I used to say specific. Pacific time, specifically at Pacific time. And Kevin wants to get on Epic Thoughts. Maybe I'll talk to you, Kevin. Maybe we can get you on. But what are some things that you're looking forward to with Epic Thoughts? What are a couple things that you're looking forward to with Heritage Park in the future? And you can name projects if you want to.
Okay.
With teasers.
We have some movies coming out, so be on the lookout for that. We are going to start working on some cool projects. We are dipping into the Hamilton-esque theater recordings in the coming in the coming couple of months. That's the next project that we're working on. So we will be putting that out on HPTV. We have another half a season of Superficially Deep coming soon. So I'm stoked about that because I'm in it, of course. And yeah, there's some really, really fun stuff. We've got a really great TV show that I'm excited about that we're going to start casting for called High Spirits, and I'll let you sit on whatever that sounds like. But I guarantee you there's a lot of Heritage Park surprises coming your way. So I'm excited for some really cool things happening.
I'm excited too, man. And there's so many good things. And it's like, wow, we're actually doing it. And
yeah,
it's been a long time coming. It's been a tough road, but we are doing it, and which is scary because I know there's people out there who feel like they have dreams and they have goals, and it's overwhelmingly scary. We just want to let you know, man, whatever that is, you got to go out there and you got to push hard and you can make this thing happen. Don't be afraid of the circumstances. Don't be afraid of failure, because if you're afraid and don't do nothing, guess what? Nothing happens. And so a guy once told me this. He's actually a Christian rapper, Toby Nwigwe. He said to me, if you run out of gas on the side of the road and sit in the car and do nothing, nothing will happen. Mm-hmm. And he says, but if you start pushing your car, people will eventually get out and start helping you push your car.
Yeah.
And he was like, people will start joining you when they see that you're working and you're trying to do something. And I think that's how you got involved. And even a couple other people got involved in Heritage Park. Like, they see me like, this dude's pushing this car by himself. I'm going to go out and help him push the car too. And so it's just been it's been a blessing to have you part of this group. I think it's honor. Now you've made history. You're the first guest on But First Coffee. You're technically the third guest, but the other two kept guests.
All right. Well, I'm honored. Okay, cool. Thanks.
We'll take it as it is. We'll take the win. I didn't have to throw shade. I threw shade, and I didn't have to. I understand. But
hey, you know
the Lord, thank you for your time. I appreciate you. I will see you in a couple hours at the office. And that's But First Coffee. You guys have a great, blessed day. Make sure to follow us on Heritage Park on all social media platforms. And if you're not on HPTV yet, on Roku television, what the hell is wrong with you? Get on HPTV and let's get this thing rolling. All right. God bless. Have a great Tuesday. Go Rocket.
Bye.
Bye.